It's time for our Takeout Tuesday edition of We're Open. Tonight, NBC 26's Eric Crest brings us to a restaurant in Door County that's grown famous not just because of the food, but because of their attraction of putting goats on the roof.
In Door County's Sister Bay, the summer tourists are starting to trickle in. But eateries like Al Johnson's Swedish restaurant, well, they're still waiting to really reap the season's benefits.
Its dining room is very empty. It's the most empty I've ever seen it.
Co-owner Rolf Johnson is used to his dining room being packed this time of year, full of tourists and locals alike getting a taste of their Swedish pancakes and meatballs.
I'm a little disappointed that we can't have inside service, but I totally understand why.
So what does the restaurant that only closes once a year do? Well, they changed their game plan, just like restaurants across the state have.
Curbside service has not been disappointing, I will say. I'm very surprised. We get a lot of support from our locals.
And the support will likely pick up in the very near future. That's because on Monday, June 8th, Al Johnson's Swedish restaurant will once again be open for in-house dining, but limited to just 50% of its capacity.
It's going to be a new trail for us as well.
And for those weary of going inside, the restaurant now has a more spacious beer garden where patrons can get a meal, get a drink, and take in some of the beauty that Sister Bay has to offer.
The last 2 weekends have been beautiful. People have been out there enjoying the sunshine and enjoying the new green space, and they've all been very, very well behaved and very appreciative.
And worth noting, while the food and atmosphere can be a draw, today there is also something missing.
A very obvious part of Al Johnson's Swedish restaurant.
We're talking about the goats on the roof who have been cooped up for too long, partially in an effort to keep the crowds away.
I hope it's the food, but the goats are part of it.
But management says, weather permitting, they'll be right back up there this weekend, reminding those passing through that while much has changed, the most simple things can still make folks passing through town smile. In Sister Bay, Eric Crest, NBC 26.